Welcome back to Slop Shop. Today we're gonna get the cab pulled off of the Colorado here. We got some needle scaling to do on the frame. Get that thing cleaned up. Got to get some 415 and basically make it look like it hasn't lived in Wisconsin its whole life. So let's go. All right, we got her ready to come out for the most part. Did some brake lines there. They were pretty rusty. Had to get the torch out, give them a little heat. Cab mounts should all be out, and hopefully this cab's ready to come off. It's gonna be kind of interesting because she's pretty crunchy, so probably end up destroying some cab corners here. Some rockers a little more yet, but hang tight, we'll see what happens. Well, here we go. Cab's off. Nice crusty boys there. Ended up struggling with this park brake cable for a little while. Kind of forgot about it, but that's all right. We got her done. Like I said, there's not like structural problems, but could use a little needle scaling, a little cleaning up. Got these fancy A-arms, control arms under there for lowering springs and all that good stuff. So we'll get this bumper ripped off and we'll start cleaning up this frame. Let's get her done. Here we are. Got the first side pretty well needle scaled. Well, probably a couple spots that'll have to get touched up before they get some 415. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this other side done here. No sense in making you guys watch all that. So we'll bring you back in once these frame rails are both cleaned up and we're ready to get to painting. All right, so here we are. Got some 415 metal prep here. I got some degreaser. The whole frame is pretty clean, really. There's just this one spot here along this frame rail that got some brake fluid dripped on it when I was undoing the brake line there. Otherwise, I don't think there was really any spillage. So we're gonna get that one spot here cleaned up with some grease remover until that's clean, and then we'll hit it with some metal prep. And judging, if I remember right, this needs 20 minutes or so, and then we will start some 415. Should be good. There she is. Got it all painted for the most part. I didn't bother with the front suspension, you know, A-arms, control arms, all that stuff, or the underside. I'm just gonna do, for right now, now that the cab's off, I'm basically getting anything that I wouldn't be able to get to with the cab off, or with the cab on, and anything that I wouldn't be able to, or would be a pain in the ass to get to with the engine in. So we're basically doing the tops of the rails, anything that's obviously easy accessible I'll do right now. But once we get the cab and the engine in and get this thing back on the lift, I'll do the underside, and then we'll get the wheels pulled off and clean these control arms and everything up. I think I'm gonna probably order a set of shocks for this thing. Not sure what I want to do there yet, but yeah. So apparently we got to leave this for 20 minutes or so. It's been about 15 since I started, so we'll give this another 5-10 minutes, and it says to wash it thoroughly with water, so we'll get after that. Well, got the first coat on. Went on pretty decent, I think. Looks alright. I think I got one spot in here that I must not have got all the oil off of quite. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Probably going to end up having to strip that off and clean it up a little better. But looks good, I think. Well, I decided that probably going to put the engine and trans in now, and then lower the cab back down on the whole works. Should be pretty interesting. Cab's still chilling on the lift yet, so yeah, that should do her for today.